Good morning. It's 10:07 a.m. on Friday, May 17th, 2024. Call this meeting of the Wichita County Commissioners Court to order. All right. This time, let's take up item number 1, discuss and review jail maintenance projects and work orders. Chief, what do you got?
Well,
Call this meeting of the Wichita County Commissioners
out of
Court.
whack with emails, and so nothing's
Order.
falling down or caved in.
All right. This time, let's
No
take
roof
up
leaks,
item number 1,
no.
discuss and review jail maintenance
I
projects
suspect it's
and
still
work orders. Chief, what do you got?
Well,
Okay.
out of whack with emails, so nothing's falling down or caved in.
Any questions from that comprehensive report?
That's a great report.
He's only got one meal.
I've just got one mint, Judge, and it's dissolving as we speak, so.
Okay. Chief, thank you. Let's go to item number 2, which is received status report on salaries and overtime.
That's a great report.
He's only got one.
I can make this easy for you, Barry.
What's that?
It's $841,000. It's not got any cheaper. You need to know
I was
anything
gonna
else?
say, if it wasn't for payroll, we could get by on a pretty small budget, but we wouldn't like it very much. Wouldn't like it
If you
very
did away with payroll, there would be a lot less bills
Yeah.
on all the line items.
Mm-hmm.
Then you wouldn't have anybody work.
That's true.
That's the kicker.
Super, I appreciate that.
Chief, I noticed when looking at it, we've come back up a little on our open positions. Is that right?
I believe so. We actually, and we started 2 this week, so kind of offset. We've had some leaving, 2 or 1 left to go to another agency. One, and then 1 left to move to Fort Worth. And I think we had maybe 3 in the last pay period, and I know we hired 2, started 2 this week, so,
Is another agency, another law enforcement agency?
yes,
State?
no.
Okay.
Guys, the memorial looks good.
Yes,
It turned out very well. I'm real pleased with it.
yeah, it looks real good. And that was not taps, in case you.
That was definitely
in case
not
that-
that.
Got it.
Hit
Hit the wrong button, did he?
Yeah, hit the wrong button there.
But he did it well.
He kept poser.
He did it well, that's right.
He didn't go.
His lips got all messed up there.
Is this one set or?
That's one set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two more.
And I'm guessing the overtime for 2 and 4 is related to
Yes.
the road.
Yeah. And we're not authorize that because I want that machine done as quickly as
Right.
possible.
Yeah. Well, and with weather being what it is at this time of year,
Work
work
when
while you
work.
can,
I know we had a lot in the last few weeks in the hospital, and a little bit of that overdrive. Right now, we have 4 in the hospital.
Wow.
So, we had to call in extra staff to cover jail, because or the hospital, one or the other.
Yeah.
Cover, so it comes and goes in waves. And
Thank you.
All right. Went to all that trouble.
You can, blow it up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I can read it, I just have to focus.
Yeah, I think she was telling me about that yesterday. Who was not?
Then you can't get it all.
It's true.
You have to scroll this out.
I don't know, who was the? Don't remember his name. It was Newton that did it. Yeah. He's one.
Yeah, the year-end projection, for total overtime for SO is 50,000 more than it was for the last projection.
Just because overtime this week was so much higher.
Yep.
Oops.
Chief, you may not know the answer to this, or you may. The overtime for courthouse security,
We just talked about that.
Do you know what's driving that?
Well, they've been short a couple of bodies. Brigham, has been out. I think now he's had to have surgery. Of course, Yarborough has been out for like last month, but he's officially retired now, so that was an open position. We were talking about just having them come out to LEC to work from 5 to 8 for visitation. So we just look at that. That alone is 780 hours a year, so we're gonna have to come up with something different for that. But they're coming in early because of construction crews and staying late because of construction crews. So, that's probably 2 hours for 1 or 2 people a day.
That's two
Yeah.
every day coming in early.
So y'all are saying that should be on the construction cost?
There you go.
I mean.
I mean, in all reality,
In all
that's-
reality, yeah. Moving forward, I think it's probably, should be included in the project cost and attributed there.
And they work some Saturdays during that time too, doing construction.
Okay. All right.
They didn't come in with the election, so we saved some time.
We did save some time there. I was working security for that election. Any questions on,
No.
salaries and overtime? Does anyone have any questions or comments on salaries and overtime? Okay, let's go to item number 3, review and discuss regular bills.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I'm sure it is.
Margaret, has everything been okay with Aramark as far as the Clay County reimbursement
believe
credits
so,
coming in?
yes.
Okay.
That's all right, it's cooking. Pull that page up. Why am I on?
You've closed it somehow. Pull up your email.
I had it all up there.
Go ahead and search. Here, you can use mine.
It's here, right there. Quit moving. Yeah, search for Margaret again.
You need those printed out?
No, he's got them.
I had them here. Now I have them again.
You got them?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, my email was miraculously works here. Gotta hold my tongue to it.
And Margaret, did we work through the Atmos Energy question that came up a couple of weeks ago with proper metering? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Is it where they billed us too much?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think they're giving us a credit for that. That's generally what happens. They're kind of real bad about that here lately. I have a couple of them that are like that, but yes, so we'll write the credit out. I just don't like it because it looks weird on the, when you go look at the budget, because you get charged a lot and then you don't get charged any for a couple months, and then, but yes,
Okay.
Okay, Margaret,
sir,
on precinct 2,
yes.
it shows a cell phone for 2654.
It should be a hotspot. You don't have a hotspot line, so we stuck in that line to get it paid. I gotta get a line set up and then I'll change it. You all got those hotspots for FirstNet. And I will tell you that all the phone bills, when y'all go look at the budget, are not gonna look right, cell phone bills, because we had such huge credits that we didn't pay them for forever, and we're just now paying them.
Okay.
So is the telephone at the top, is that my hard line?
Yes, AT&T's hard on it.
So the one, the treasurer's office is the
That is-
hotspot?
Yes, what it is to make it easier where the vendor doesn't mess up payments, instead of paying 2 different checks or 3 or 4 different checks with different funds, we pay it out of the line that says it's due from another fund, and we pay them all in check. They don't know the difference.
Can y'all
And then we
change,
go and we write a check from you to the general fund to pay the general fund back.
is there any way to, under type, can y'all call that a hotspot instead of a cell phone?
Yeah, it says that because your hotspot line's not set up yet. That's why it says
Okay.
that. So it doesn't show you numbers, I don't think, on here. No, it just tells you what it is. And well, it does. It says 4344. I have to get Cheryl to set up hotspots. I can't set up object codes.
Okay.
So I have to get her to set up basically an internet one instead of a cell phone on there for you. And it was just to get the bill entered and get it paid, because I really wanted it to pay the week before, but because I had to just do a quick list and end it on what we had, I didn't have time to get it on, so I didn't want to wait for a line, so I just stuck it in the cell phone line to let it
Okay.
pay. So I'm getting your line set up.
Right.
When she does that, just so you know, I'll have to go in manually and I'll switch it from cell phone to that, and it's not a problem, I can do that.
How familiar are you with the Waste Connections on our roll-off dumpsters?
How they charge a lot.
Can we just, yeah, but we have our dumpsters, I think we can get them dispersed, but do we have any kind of thing to finish out the contract, or we can just call them, tell them?
I don't think we have a contract. If you guys want to cancel it, you can cancel it yourself. If you want us to do it, you can send us an email, so we'll have something in writing, then we can cancel it for you.
I'll just do an email and do a final pickup and a final bill.
Okay?
Thank you.
The air conditioning, the Trinity AC one it was charged to ARPA this time.
They
Is
had
that
to
related
put
to the radio?
Yeah, they had to put the air in the little shed at the tower to keep it going. Yes, sir.
That's what I figured, but just wanted to make sure.
I have another question.
Okay.
On precinct 4,
Mhm.
Closter, 350.90. Was that for teeth?
Let me look. I believe it
Yeah,
is.
that sounds
If
right.
Sounds
it
right.
is, we need to move it to 5. think that's what it was for.
Yes, it should be. So you want that one moved to 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Usually don't have so many questions about bills.
Nice, good.
Since we're talking about bills, I do have a question.
Sure.
There's several locations in town nowadays that we don't have accounts anymore. Harbor Freight, you know, we have issues with certain places. Precinct 2 is assigned a credit card. Can Precinct 2 use that credit card to go to Harbor Freight?
There's a court order right now that those cards are only to get vehicle tags. That is not my decision. I don't know, I can't speak for Cheryl, but I do know that if you want to change that, you would have to put it on the agenda, have it changed, because right now, each precinct has a $200 limit. Precinct 5 is a $500 limit, because Jeff asked for it to have 500. None of y'all have even come close to that limit ever for your tags. But those are the limits that are on there, but there is a court order that specifically says those cards are for that.
Then I would like, Nancy, I'd like to put that on the agenda to discuss, take action on another deal. Because
We're
there's,
seeing more and more places that don't have an account.
here's the deal, and because the auditor's office, y'all sent out that deal that's saying we can't be reimbursed for our sales tax.
Well, we can't be reimbursed for sales tax on places that we have an account. So
Well-
if you decide you're gonna go to Lowe's on Saturday and buy some stuff, we have an account there. Debbie's not reimbursed tax at all, at sales tax.
Well, I
at all.
just don't wanna get into that.
No,
don't
I
wanna-
understand what you're saying.
I don't like losing
But
money.
I don't know, yeah, but also the county's not supposed to pay sales tax, so I
Correct.
don't, that's gonna come into an issue each place, and depending on your guys to make sure
But if
they
you're,
do what's needed.
but if you're paying with a county credit card, it's a lot easier to get that company to
I'm-
say, oh yeah,
yeah.
there's no tax.
I
'Cause it says
understand,
Wichita
some places
County.
won't do it though, so I don't know, but,
Right.
and sometimes they may not even know if we have an account somewhere or not. And what's happening a lot is, and I think Melvin can speak to this, is you guys are asking for accounts to be set up at places where they have an application that he says you guys can't sign. And so I don't know, our hands are tied with that.
I don't
So
disagree with you.
yeah.
I'm not for
No, no,
having
no,
a bunch of accounts, but I would like to be able to use a credit card, a county credit card for a facility other than just our tag office. I mean,
understand.
it's so easy to track. You have a signature of who signed it, and it's for the
Put
county.
it on for this
Yeah,
Tuesday.
it's not, I'm not, yeah, I don't all disagree with that, I'm just, it comes with its, same thing it always does, they'll have to keep the receipts, which they do anyway, I mean,
Right.
Dwayne's awesome with his, he sends it to me as soon as he does it. They don't even have to give us the original, they could email it to
Email.
accounts payable, that way it doesn't get, I mean, historically, when I made the comment that one time about receipts flying out the window,
It's
we had a
happened, yeah.
precinct- Oh, all the time that would happen. They're driving with the windows down, they fly it all the time. We don't have it. I don't remember how much it was. So, you know, it's not that it's hard to track. It's just that's up to you guys to
Right.
determine that.
Is there, I assume there has to be paperwork on file with an individual company to recognize that tax exemption, correct?
Some people, and I don't know how, some people will go to Walmart and just tell them they work for the county and they don't give them tax. Some will say, I want a tax exempt certificate, which is fine, and I can get you a tax exempt certificate, but tax exempt certificates are vendor specific.
Yep.
They require that the
Right.
vendor information be put in there, so it's not like they can just carry one around. I've had Robin from the sheriff's office call me before and say, hey, I'm sending so-and-so here, can you get me one, and I'll type one up and I'll send it to her. So we have accounts with like Best Buy, we have one with Home Depot, we have them with Lowe's,
Yeah.
but there's some places we just don't, or we used to, and they've changed it, and we can't get one, whether it's because they don't offer one period, or whether it's the situation where they're asking us to sign something we can't sign.
Well, I know for the ag tax deal, the paperwork has to be on file with each individual vendor. You can't just go in spontaneously and get that done. It's gotta be in the system, so I assume that this.
It's easy enough
the
to
same way.
fix.
Yeah,
That's not
Well, it'll be on the agenda for this Tuesday.
that'll work.
And what specifically to be used?
I think just discuss and take action on use of county credit cards and precinct. Is the order specifically for the precinct credit cards?
Yes, it's for 1 through 5, and like I said, if you wanna change anything in it, it has to be in there, like the amounts right now sit at each precinct has $200, and precinct 5 has $500.
But even like, the reason I bring this up, let's say that normally we buy our water at Atwoods when it goes on sale. We'll buy a pallet of water. Sometimes they don't have it, so I have to go to Walmart. And that's where I just used my credit card before and went to Walmart and bought a pallet of water, got a reimbursement. It's sad that I can't go to Walmart and just use my county credit card to pay for it. It'd be a lot easier than filing for a reimbursement,
Well, so
chasing that all
you
the
got
way
the
around.
price back, but not the tax.
Right.
That, yeah.
Well, no, Walmart, he'd get everything back. We don't have an account with Walmart, we
But
can't.
you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
get you.
And it's only because we can do it for you, so when someone, like, it has nothing to do with any of y'all, one of the constables doesn't like to ask for help with anything, so they get everything from a place that we have an account with, everything, but they won't let us do it for them. So it's a constant reimbursement, and then they're constantly, you know, at some point, we have to say, you could do this to us, we can't pay you this tax back because you could do this to us, we have accounts there. And I don't know why people don't wanna do that, because like you said, if they don't time it right, you could be waiting 3, almost 4 weeks to get it back on your paycheck, because of how things run. So that's the reason for not
It's
paying the
just-
tax back on it.
it's just a lot cleaner to do it on a card and
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you.
so, less trouble for everybody involved. Y'all get the receipt, y'all see the receipt, y'all pay the receipt, no reimbursement.
Well, because we have a huge charge for the county that we have to do the same thing, like we keep the one in our office where we make the purchases for people, which sometimes if, you know, Leon has called me before, he has something really big he needs, and we can order on Walmart.com, that's the funny thing, we can order on Walmart.com and have a account to do that, but we can't order on Walmart. But realistically, right now, we can't order anything because we can't get on the internet.
Right.
Can't order Amazon for anybody, we can't order anything, so.
You got it all you need?
Okay.
We'll just set a limit and discuss it and approve it or deny it.
I remember the time when $200 would have been a pretty good limit, but I don't know that
If
it
they
is
want it
anymore.
changed.
No, now, you know, a pallet of water's $370.
Their debit cards,
so.
precinct 1 through 4 have a debit cards with a $200 limit, precinct 5 has a debit card with a $500 limit. And it's all stated that it's for them to get their vehicle tax.
Well, what I don't like, and this happened this last week that I know of, we had to go somewhere to buy something that cost us twice as much that I could have went to another store and bought it less than a quarter of a mile away because we didn't have an account there. And that just aggravates me to death
Sure.
when so,
I
anyway,
understand that.
we will have to change that, in my opinion.
We'll talk about it on Tuesday.
Yep.
Any questions on, bills? Don't want Barry's mint to run out.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, hold on,
He
I
held it there
okay.
for a minute.
got to look at 5.
Okay.
And there wasn't hardly nothing there.
Yeah.
So all good. I know.
Do we have any questions or comments on bills?
Wish they were less.
Well, quit spending then.
All right. It is 10:31 and court is adjourned.
Thank you.